Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum to my all fellows and to my group members and to my student. In today's lecture, we are going to discuss the problem of autocorrelation. In this lecture, we will discuss how to detect the problem of autocorrelation, what are the consequences of autocorrelation, and what are the reasons of autocorrelation. So let's talk about what is autocorrelation. Autocorrelation means when the two array terms are correlated with each other, then it is called the problem of autocorrelation. What is autocorrelation? Autocorrelation when two array terms are correlated with each other. Okay, then it is called the problem of autocorrelation. So how can we check there is problem of autocorrelation? There are different methods. The very simple method is Durbin-Watson method. We will discuss about Durbin-Watson as well as the serial correlation LM test. So let's bring the data into a views file for checking the problem of autocorrelation in the data. So first of all, copy your all data from Excel file and bring it to the views file. Okay, so what is the procedure for bringing the Excel data into the views file? Copy your Excel data, then go to file, new, work file, mention the start and end date of your data. Okay, now go to quick, go to empty group and paste your data here. Okay, simple run OLS method on the given model. For suppose I am taking the GDP as the dependent variable, so I will select the GDP first and then press Ctrl and I will select all my other independent variables. Okay, then right click, open as equation. Okay, here is my model which state that GDP is my dependent variable. Okay, so simple run the OLS method. These are the result of OLS method. So the what is the guideline from Durbin-Watson test? If the value of Durbin-Watson is close to 2, which means that there is no problem of autocorrelation in the data, and when it is less than 2, it means that there exists a problem of negative autocorrelation in the data. When Durbin-Watson value is greater than 2, it means that there exists positive autocorrelation in your data. But we will see it by another method which is called serial correlation LM test. What is mean by serial correlation? When the autocorrelation of when the array term of two different series are correlated with each other, then it is the problem of serial correlation. Okay, I repeat it again. When the array term of two different series, let's suppose x and y, if the array term of x and the array term of y are correlated with each other, then it is called serial correlation. So how to check the serial correlation? Go to view, go to uh, go to residual diagnostic text and go to the serial correlation LM test. Okay, lags to include, keep it as by default and press OK. So here are the result of serial correlation LM test Brash Godfrey serial correlation LM test. Okay, so what is the H naught? Null hypothesis. Null hypothesis that there is no auto in the data, and and what is the alternative hypothesis, which is H1, that there is problem of auto in the data. So I simply write it as H naught, there is no auto in the data, and what is the alternative hypothesis, that there is auto problem, that there is the problem of auto in the data. So how we can conclude that there exists a problem of autocorrelation in our data? So we have to look at the uh, value of observed R square. Okay, if the probability value of observed R square is less than 0.05, we will reject H naught, okay, and accept H1, which means that there exists a problem of autocorrelation in our data. I will write it here. If the p value of observed R square is less than 0.05, then reject the H naught. And if the p value of observed R square is greater than 0.05, then we will accept H naught. Okay, so in our result, the observed R square probability value is less than 0.05, which means that we have to reject the H naught, and which means that there exists a problem of autocorrelation in the data. So this is the method to check the problem of autocorrelation in your data. Now we will discuss what are the reasons of autocorrelation and what are the consequences of autocorrelation in the data. So let's talk about first what are the reasons for autocorrelation in your data, in your model. So the first reason for the existence of autocorrelation is the omitting variable. So what is mean by omitting? Omitting means excluding. If you do not include an explanatory variable in the model which is important for your model, then this will create the problem of autocorrelation. Now the effect of this variable is showing in error term. So what does it mean? It means that in your model, let's say x3 is one of the most important variable in your model, but you have not included x3 in your model. So the variation of x3 and the impact of x3 goes to array term, as we all know that all of the effect of those variable which we have not included our model, these results are showing in array term. So when you have exclude, or when you have omitted a very important variable from your model, then the effect of this variable goes to the array term, and so this will increase the value of array term. So this will relate one of your array term with the previous array term. So and this way it will create the problem of autocorrelation. And the next reason is misspecification of the model. So what is meant by the misspecification of model? If two variables are quadratic relation and you have taken them as linear, then this will also cause the problem of autocorrelation. Okay, in real life, two variables are quadratically related with each other, but when you are estimating your model, when you are going to estimate your model, then you take the relationship as linear. So this will create the problem of autocorrelation in your model. What is the third reason? The third reason is systematic error, when problems not because of model but because of system. And what is the fourth reason? for the occurrence of autocorrelation, that is data manipulation. So what is mean by data manipulation? When we transform data by using log, or by using averages, or by using taking growth rate. So all these method will smooth our data. Manipulation brings smoothness into the raw data by removing fluctuation. So all these method log, whether we take log, whether we take averages, or whether we take growth rate, all these all these method will remove the fluctuation from our data. So in this way, our data is systematic pattern. So whenever there is smoothness in the data, this may also create the problem of autocorrelation in the data. So these are the four basic reason for the occurrence of autocorrelation in the data. So now let's talk about if there exists autocorrelation in your data, what will be the effect of autocorrelation on your model. So let's talk about the properties of OLS, which we call blue best linear unbiased estimator. So in case of auto, linearity of the estimator is not affected because of estimation parameters of beta. There is no role of array term, so linearity will not be affected because of auto. So when there is auto in your data, it will not affect the linearity of the estimators, because autocorrelation have nothing to do with the calculation of the betas, so this will not affect the linearity problem. The second is biasness is also not affected because of beta, because of autocorrelation. So when we talk about the efficiency, so autocorrelation will affect the efficiency of the model. Efficiency will be affected, so the OLS estimator will not remain blue. Array term is used in the calculation of variance of beta hat. So because of this efficiency affected, so array term will increase the variance. When array term are correlated, the variance becomes larger and larger. This will affect the efficiency. So auto does not affect the linearity of the estimator. Auto does not affect the biasness, but the auto affect the efficiency of the estimator, because auto is used in the calculation of beta. Array term is used in the calculation of estimate betas, variance of betas. So when array term increases, it will increase the variance of beta at. So in this way, the efficiency decreases. So due to auto, T and F values are also affected. When auto correlation exists, the T values becomes less and less. As we know that when T value is 2 or greater than 2, then it means that our variable is showing significant effect. So when there exists the problem of autocorrelation, it will decrease the value of T, which means that the variable is no longer significant. That variable becomes insignificant because of auto, as the auto decrease the value of T statistic. And autocorrelation also affect R square. uh, when auto affect the value of R square, it means that our model is not good fitted no longer. Okay, so these are the consequences or the effect of autocorrelation on the model. I hope you have learned something new in our this lecture. If you have any query or question, you can ask me freely. Okay, best of luck, and goodbye till for our next lecture.